Hi everyone, this is Lina. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lina's Home Creation. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you're aware when I next upload a video, and subscribe to my channel. So today I'm going to take you on a little walking tour through the old town of Silves. And this is just a short history, a little brief summary of this little town that's, city actually, and that's not far from us. It's about 17 minutes drive away from where I live in Alcantarilla. So we're just going to walk through the little cobbled streets and the cafes that you see in the little tiny shops. It's actually quite a big town, so I'm just going to show you a small section of it, and then maybe I can show you a little bit more maybe next week or the following week. So let's carry on, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So about 1000 years ago, Silves was a rich and powerful city. It was the capital of the Arabian kingdom of Aljezur. Silves had about 30,000 inhabitants and was also one of the major ports in the region. In the history of Silves, it was on several occasions the capital of independent state. The period of the Arabian domination started in 1712 or 1713 in 846. Silves was integrated in the Caliphate of Cordoba between 1027 and 1051. Silves was the capital of an independent state ruled by the dynasty of Ibn Mozain. Afterwards, the city was integrated in the kingdom of Seville. It was ruled for 40 years by a poet called Ibn Amar. By this time, poetry had attained such a high level that Silves is considered the cradle of the Arabian and Andalusian poetry. Here is the main square where people gather for coffee and lunch, and you have a fish restaurant just opposite where that pink building is, and it's covered by jacaranda purple trees which blossom later on in the spring. And you have a little waterfall feature here, and it's really peaceful to just sit here and listen to the busy streets. At the moment they're not busy due to COVID, and it's not the tourist season. In the 12th century, Silves attained a second period of cultural development. This was during the rule of Ibn Qasi, a politician, poet and philosopher. Arabian poets of that time speak of rich palaces, mosques, fine houses and beautiful women. So coming from the north, a Portuguese army under King Sancho I conquered Silves in 1189 after a long siege. This was the conquest of Silves. They were helped by crusaders on their way to the Holy Land. The city, which had been plundered by the crusaders, was reconquered by the Arabs in 1191. but fell again to the Portuguese, yay, in 1442. However, the Christians' conquest caused the decline of Silves. It stopped the trade with the Arabian world. And another factor was the settling up of Arad River, which we'll see later on at the bottom. In 1576, Lagos became the new capital of the Algarve. In 1577, the seat of the diocese of the Algarve was transferred to Faro. Silves, as you can see by now, is a beautiful old city. Much of Silves was destroyed by the earthquake of 1755 in the 19th century. Silves redeveloped again. This was mainly due to the growth of the cork industry. And I think as we drove along on a previous video that I uploaded last week, you will see the cork factory on the right hand side. So we actually pass the smoke as we drive through. Silves today is an attractive, crumbling place of outdoor cafes and scented oranges groves, dominated by one of the best preserved castles in the Algarve. And this is it, you can see it's quite tall, and this is the main archway through, and there's another one further down, and then if you walk up the hill it leads you up to the castle. So the Moorish fortaleza, which boasts a complete set of sandstone walls and detached towers, occupy 12,000 square meters on top of the hill that overlooks the town. So the cisterna stands 10 meters high and is supported by 6 columns and said to be haunted by the ghost of a Moorish maiden. A Moorish-style garden has recently been recreated and is open daily to visitors, along with the rest of the fortaleza, which walls offer impressive views over the town and surrounding countryside. So here we've reached to the top of the hill, and this is the main entrance of the castle, and there's a small fee to pay, nothing major. I think it's about €3.50, €4, I don't know, I think it may have gone up. It's lots of things inside to look at, and I think they may have a cafe, restaurant, so quite a few things to do inside once you get inside. So this is the great king himself, the Crusader, and yeah, this is the beautiful view that we have once we reach to the top, and you've got the cathedral at the front, and this is just a little glimpse from the gates that we can see. So below the Fortaleza is Silves Cathedral, which is what you're looking at now. It's the Cathedral of Se, built on the site of a grand mosque and flanked by the wide Gothic towers. The cathedral retains some of its original grandeur, and in spite of damage caused by the great earthquake of 1755, as well as centuries of decay and patchy restorations. Lining the cathedral walls are tombs belonging to bishops and crusaders who died taking Silves back from the Moors. Opposite the cathedral is the Igreja de Misericordia, I think it's pronounced. The cathedral is the Igreja de Misericordia, much of which dates back to the 18th century. So one of the things that I really love about Silves is the fact they hold a medieval festival between the month of August on the first week of August for 10 days, and the festivals go on every day from 4 o'clock till 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's beautiful. The smells, it really transports you back in time. So we've walked all the way back down, and this is the main square of the main area of Silves, where all the cafes and restaurants are. But everywhere you walk in Silves you'll find some beautiful spot to eat, and it's very inexpensive. I would suggest that you wear some really comfortable flat shoes because the floors are slippery and it's all cobblestone, so I wouldn't wear any high heels or anything fancy because your feet will just ache, because some of the hills are quite steep. But overall you'll have a beautiful time spent in Silves. So what you can see in front here, which I will film on another day, it's the River Grad, which goes all the way to Portimao, and it's the old river where they used to use for commerce and transport all the goods, timber, wood, anything like that, spices. And it runs along Silves, and you can see the tide going in and out. It's really, really breathtaking. And you can sit by the river, have a little picnic, or go to the cafe. And here I'm just going to post loads of photos so you can enjoy right up to the end of the video. And once again, thank you for watching my video, and hopefully I'll post some more next week. I've got some of Amação de Pera walk through the old town, which is really beautiful as well. It's not as old as Silves, but it's still very nice, so I'll post that next week. And once again, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and leave your comments below what you thought of my video tour. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.